ओके नमस्कार दोस्तों, एक बार फिर से स्वागत है आपका वेयरवॉल्फ द अर्थब्लड में। तो कंटिन्यू करेंगे हम अपना गेम। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। उससे पहले अगर आपने अभी तक इस फैमिली से नहीं जुड़े हैं तो आप इस फैमिली से जुड़ने के लिए वो लाल वाला सब्सक्राइब वाला बटन आप दबा सकते हो, जिससे और साथ में बेल आइकन दबा लेना, जिससे जो भी वीडियो मैं फ्यूचर में डालूँ उसकी अपडेट आप सभी को मिलती रहे। तो जैसा कि अभी सभी को पता है कि हम मिल से निकले थे, हमें एक क्लू मिला था कि बॉस मतलब सिल्वर बुलेट खरीदी गई थी टारगर मिल पे हमला करने के लिए। किसी ने मेजर जो थी उसने खरीदी है वो सारी बुलेट्स वगैरह। तो अंदेशा है कि कुछ होने वाला है। एंड्रोड, ये देखो ये हमला हुआ है, पहले से ही सकता कि कुछ हमला होने वो डर तो लगा हुआ था। अब क्या करेंगे? अब लड़ेंगे बस, चलो करना क्या है।
What's even down there? My home. Dust.
ठीक है,
Stay out of this. Wait, call.
Rodko,
they've cleared our northern line. They have an exo.
We'll take care of the wounded later. We have to stop them.
Let's go. Move!
ये देखो ये है सारे के सारे जो हमला कर रहे हैं अभी। मीडियम, ओहो तेरी तो इन्हीं सबने गए। वेरी गुड, ये रैडको है लीडर शायद। अबे तेरी माधुरी, ये कहाँ है बे? चलो चेंज होने का टाइम, चेंज होने का टाइम, जल्दी 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 चेंज होते हैं। ऑल राइट, शुरू करते हैं लड़ाई। यही मौका है चेंज होने का। बदल यार, काय को तमाशे कर रहा है, जल्दी बदल। गया, अब अपनी बारी। या चलो अब लड़के दिखा। हाँ चलो, बिल्कुल। हाँ गन तो तेरी ये रही। गले उखाड़ ली उसकी। वेरी गुड, शाबाश। ओके, अब काय को पीछे हट रहे हो? आओ ना, लड़ो सालो कमीनो, पूरा घर बर्बाद कर दिया। अबे तेरी तो राड को गोली लगी है।
Tell me, where's Adana? Don't worry, Cahal. Your daughter didn't fight this battle.
बिल्कुल, अगर उसको कुछ हो जाता तो पूरी दुनिया को आग लगा देता।
How are your wounds? Riddled with silver. They'll take days to heal. But things would have been far worse if you hadn't stepped in. I just did what I had to do. Nothing more. I honestly never thought I'd see your face again. Why'd you come back, Cahal?
एडाना के लिए। पर बात हमने सुनी थी अटैक के बारे में।
Cairn was going to be attacked. I was afraid for you, for Adana. And how did you hear that? I overheard Endron talking about it on my last job. I may have left Tarker's mill, but I never turned my back on it. I couldn't just abandon you. You found it easy enough 5 years ago. Your Cairn and your daughter have always needed you. I tried to tell you that. Where is she, Rodko? With Ava. Working undercover at the biggest Endron site in the Pacific Northwest.
Pacific Northwest, okay.
Available to us after the failure of our last mission.
लास्ट मिशन? कोई डेंजर वेंजर तो नहीं है, पर मिशन के बारे में बताओ पहले तुम। चलो मिशन के बारे में बताओ।
What do you mean? You remember the old abandoned mine not far from here? Endron bought it and turned it into a training center for their new recruits. I launched an attack to wipe them out, but Tank Girl stopped us. The woman you saw in the exo during the attack, she drove us back. Tank Girl, you call her. I encountered her during my last mission. She was trying to buy silver bullets from an arms dealer.
हाँ वो आर्म्स डीलर से खरीदी थी ना उसने।
Major Grainer.
मेजर
Listen, you're a
ग्रेनर देखो,
wind giver.
यही बात था।
But to us, she's tank girl. And she leads Endron's troops with about as much grace. Their attack on the cairn was their first wave of revenge for our attack on the training center. We managed to repel them this time, but it's only a temporary victory. They might return at any moment. And Endron just keeps recruiting soldiers. Then we've got to go back to the mine and destroy their training center. It's the only way to buy the cairn any sort of safety, no matter how brief. Go back? No. Not until I'm well again. Then we can strike.
चलो और ढूंढते हैं कुछ।
I'll take care of that goddamn training center myself. You know I can handle it on my own. No. You're no longer a part of this pack. It's my responsibility. And
तो
how
क्या
long
हुआ?
will it take for you to get better? Days? Weeks? If they return, the cairn will fall. Huh. I'll think about it. Go pay your respects to your Fen and come back to me. Then we'll talk about the mine.
चलो रिकनेक्ट होते हैं
The cairn is in a
काम से,
bad way.
कैर्न से, कायर्न।
Dusk, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep clear.
You really thought I'd leave you behind like that? You should know me better than that by now. Besides, looks like you need all the help you can get. And I really don't want to lose my front row tickets to the Cahal show.
पर तुम कैसे हेल्प करोगे भाई? कैसे करेगा बंदा?
This isn't your fight.
Yeah, well, I think that's for me to decide.
Well, if
Okay.
you really want to help.
I'll go look after the injured. I rang the Weatherstormers and asked them to lend us a hand, too. Don't worry about
Bill.
me. You just do what you gotta do.
ओके ओके, चलो निकलते हैं, कनेक्ट होते हैं हम कायन से और देखते हैं क्या कुछ मिलता है हमें कायन से। ठीक है, देखते हैं। पहली बात तो ये कायन है कौन? ठीक है, ये देखो सूट है, एक्सो सूट यहाँ है कुछ। ओके चलो कनेक्ट होते हैं।
They knew it too.
ये क्या है बे?
It has been many a year since I last felt your presence, warrior of Gaia.
It's been nearly as long since anyone called me that.
Your cairn needs you, and the wild has need of your protection. The Eater of Souls is fighting with all his might to take control of it. And he is winning. The corruption takes many forms, but the effects are always the same. You must help us fight back.
ओके तो कंटिन्यू करो और बताओ आगे। बस कायन।
Tarker's mill looks nothing like it did when I left. Yet you still protected the forest with everything you had. Your strength, your aura. What happened to them?
As Gaia weakens, so too do I. The Englings, the Jaglings,
The Gaplings.
they all suffer in kind. The Eater of Souls tries to corrupt them.
But they're minor spirits.
They are every bit as important as you or I. But in my weakness, I must look on, powerless to act as they disappear. Which is why we need your help.
ओके, जरूरत है तो करेंगे।
You must help me to combat the worm, to protect the wild.
आइडाना कौन है
I
फिर?
came back to find my daughter.
अरे आइडाना तो बेटी है।
Adana. a dear friend, and always respectful of nature. You fear for her safety then?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
She too is fighting for Gaia in her own way. But do not worry.
Okay.
You
क्यों?
both walk the same path. You will find each other in time.
Okay.
To fight your battles, you will need power.
अच्छा.
Power I can provide by helping you develop your warrior gifts.
Thank you, Ifen.
You may find lost spirits during your travels. Return them to me, and I will be able to strengthen your natural abilities.
Okay, okay.
One last request before you depart.
Okay, बोलो.
Many of your kin fell in combat. I would ask you to bury them. You will find their bodies both inside and around the cairn.
Can.
Your penumbra vision will show you the way. Soothe their souls and send them to me, so that they may travel to the wild without being captured by the worm.
I will if I can. But my priority is Endron's training center.
Weaken the forces of the worm there, but never forget your brothers and sisters.
कभी नहीं, कभी नहीं.
Gaia needs you.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. गाया को हमारी जरूरत है. चलो राडको से बात करते हैं. और बिल्कुल हम अपने भाइयों के साथ खड़े रहेंगे लड़ने के लिए. छोड़ तो वैसे भी नहीं सकते उन लोगों को. पहले भी खड़े थे और अब भी खड़े, हमेशा साथ खड़े रहेंगे. चलो हेल्थ इंक्रीज कर लिया है हमने. चलो राडको से बात करते हैं फटाफट और फिर जल्दी से एड्रेन के फिर एड्रेन की ट्रेनिंग सेंटर में निकलेंगे. देखते हैं क्या मसला है. उसी ने ये सारा मसला खड़ा करा है और कोई नहीं है इसके पीछे.
I went to see Fen. He's gotten so weak. Please, Rotko, let me help you. Let me deal with this training center.
Why is it that you care now, Cahal? We were so easy to ignore when we went right in front of you. What? You want to be part of the pack again?
I want to help the pack. I want to protect Adana.
But you don't intend to rejoin us.
I've already given into rage and killed one of our kin, Rodko. I can't take the risk of doing it again.
You already know I disagree. Nonetheless, we are united by those we mourn. So I'll accept your help.
ट्रेनिंग और रिलेशनशिप बताओ.
Tell me about Ava.
Eva?
How's she doing?
When you went into exile, she succeeded you as my lieutenant. She was ready and willing. It was hardly a smooth transition. I was forced to make some concessions.
I can imagine. There are a lot of humans in the cairn. A lot more than when I was here.
Ava's lamb to mankind.
I'd heard about her group of activists. They're actually getting a lot of attention at the moment. Not sure if that's the best thing for the pack.
That's what I thought too, at first.
Explain. क्या हुआ? Explain.
At first. So you've changed your mind about humans? That's a surprise.
A lot of things have changed in the past 5 years. Myself included. For the longest time, I never trusted humans. But then I saw how they fought, how they stood strong for what they believed in. I saw their potential. Even I had to admit that Ava was right. The humans have been stalwart allies in our fight for Gaia. And now you've seen firsthand what Indran is doing to us. The ranks grow thinner every year. Ava's humans aren't afraid to put their lives on the line for their planet. What more could I ask for?
चलो ऐड आना बेटी बेटी है काल की एडाना के बारे एडाना एजुकेशन के बारे में उसकी पढ़ाई लिखाई.
Just as I promised you, I made her into a warrior. I taught her everything she needed to fight, to defend herself, so that we wouldn't see a repeat of the tragedy that befell Ludmilla.
उसको चांस वगैरह तो मिलना चाहिए ना
You
चॉइस
say
का.
that, but she's working undercover inside Endron's walls. That doesn't sound like your kind of training.
Donna decided that she could best aid our struggle through more covert means. It took me some time to come around, but she was right. She's a talented infiltrator, just like her mother. Rest assured, though, that Donna's just as much Garo as you or me. Her first change will come in time, no matter what path she chooses to take.
चलो वापस चलते हैं. हो गए सारे क्वेश्चन. एंड्रॉन सेट
So what can you tell me
ट्रेनिंग
about
सेंटर
the so-called training center?
सो कॉल्ड.
Ava managed to get a hold of the mine blueprints to help us prepare for our previous attack. The site's weak point is its power supply. They apparently haven't had the time to give it a proper upgrade. The whole thing is powered by one big propane tank, just like it was when it was a mine.
I see. So if I blow up the tank, the whole mine will cave in, taking the training center with it. Then we'll need explosives. You'll be happy to know I didn't come back empty-handed.
I'm aware. I met your new friend, Dusk, right? He gave me the explosives you two stole. We've still got a problem, though. You don't know the layout of the site, and I'm too injured to go with you. Huh. I don't like touching the stuff, but I suppose I'll use Ava's radio equipment to guide you. That should do the trick.
ओके ओके.
Perfect. So we'll stay in radio contact.
Take the explosives and go. Good luck, Kahal.
थैंक यू राड को. तो चलो निकलते हैं हम एंड्रो के सो कॉल्ड ट्रेनिंग सेंटर में. चलो ये रहे एक्सप्लोजिव जो हमने चुराए थे.
My friend.
आई ऑन यू. चलो फटाफट निकलते हैं. एक्सेट मारते हैं और रेडियो कांटेक्ट के जरिए हम राडको से बात करते रहेंगे और एवा से, दोनों से जुड़े रहेंगे संपर्क में. वाह क्या ऑटोमेटिक वो है ना पल्ले का. ये देखो सब मरे पड़े हुए हैं. हम इनकी बलिदान को जाया नहीं जाने देंगे. हम इन सब का बदला लेंगे. ठीक है हम इन सब का बदला लेंगे.
Then perhaps I need to enlist.
अंदर घुसने का जरिया देखेंगे. ठीक है चलो देखते हैं अगर कोई पहचानता है या कुछ इंडिकेट तो होगा ना. अगर रिस्क होगा तो ये लो. अच्छा सम एरिया कॉल फ्री वॉक अराउंड अनडिटेक्टेड इन हिज ह्यूमन फॉर्म. ओके ऐसे जाएंगे तो पकड़े जाएंगे. मानव रूप में हम कहीं भी कुछ एरिया हैं जहाँ पे घूम सकते हैं, जहाँ पे आना जाना मना नहीं है. तो अगर हमने रूप बदला तो पकड़े जाएंगे.
Bingo. Won't see that one in their ads.
You here to enlist?
यस यस यस. ट्रूथ लाई करेंगे. लाइव झूठ बोलेंगे.
Absolutely.
That's the spirit. Did you register on our website?
Nah, I prefer to do things in person.
Can't say I blame you. What's your name?
Cahal.
फिल्म
Hall Fill-in. Hell of a name. There you go. You're on the list.
ओके
Right then. Go report to the instructor for testing. He's in
Okay,
the
okay,
warehouse. Oh, and one last thing. Looking at you, it's pretty obvious you've done some time. Try not to mention that. The instructor hates ex-cons. This way.
ओके
Control, I've got a candidate for you.
चलो कैंडिडेट हमें एंट्री मिल चुकी है अंदर चलते हैं
Welcome. If you're looking to sign up, you have to talk to the instructor. Head over to that building in the courtyard.
Caught one of
Okay,
Endron's
okay.
new ads on TV last night. They've even got a brand new slogan. Greener action serving the bio.
चलो देखते हैं कौन है हमारा ट्रेनर उससे मिलेंगे पता तो पड़ेगा हैंडलर कौन है हमें हैंडल कौन कर सकता है इतनी किसकी हिम्मत हो गई भाई
I'm here to be recruited.
You? How'd you make it through the physical without breaking a hip? All right, Gramps. Let
अब
me just
क्या
find you on the
करूँ
list
इसका
here.
The name's Mitchell.
No Mitchell on my list. I'm warning you now. We don't take kindly to
अच्छा?
recruits who fuck around. So, what's your story?
बदलूं नहीं 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 ठंडा रहे मनी मनी
I'm a merc.
पैसा पैसा लेगा
Protection,
पता जल्दी
assault, extraction.
assault extraction
That's what
I
I like
have
to
done
hear.
it all
You're just the sort we're looking for. Now let's get down to business. You ready for the interview?
बिल्कुल इंटरव्यू देंगे
I'm ready.
और उसका दर
Start
सड़
with
से
a
अलग
technical
कर
question
देंगे
then. Our assault troops are equipped with a new type of pump-action rifle. What kind of sight is it equipped with?
क्या होगा होलोग्राफिक साइड
A laser sight.
Wrong.
ये
They
laser
have a
price.
holographic sight. But I understand
अच्छा?
why you'd get that wrong, Grandpa.
Oh,
Back
shit.
in your day, they probably still had bayonets.
ग्रांड
Let's
पा
talk engine now.
साले तेरे
The
पापा
company has
ग्रांड
an
पा
internal motto for those in
तेरी
the know.
मम्मी ग्रांड पा
Tell me what it is.
रेदर ग्रीनर नहीं ग्रीनर नहीं रेदर पे द फाइन
Greener today
फॉलो
for
द
a
लॉ
brighter tomorrow.
ग्रीनर होगा
Look around, you dumbass. Do you think Endron gives a shit about going green? That's just the swill we serve the masses. Okay, enough of this paper pushing bullshit.
सही कह रहा है वो काय
I
को
know a
ग्रीन
combat vet when I see one. Welcome to
वो
Endron's
हरियाली
training
से तो
program.
उसी ने तो ये
Head
पॉल्यूशन
over to the
फैलाया है
waiting room. Someone will come get you new recruits in a few minutes.
Understood.
ओके ओके वेटिंग रूम में वेट करेंगे कोई आएगा और हमें लेके जाएगा इंटरव्यू के लिए जो भी है किसके लिए लेके जाएगा ये तो बात सही बोली कि एंड्रो हरियाली से दूर रहता है उसी ने ये सारी पॉल्यूशन वगैरह फैलाया है तो क्या कर सकते हैं अब जिस काम के लिए आए हैं वो काम कर लें फटाफट चलो तो फिर ढूंढते हैं कोई जरिया जगह यहाँ से एंट्री मार सकें आराम से ओके ये है
Well done. But they want to make you wait. We don't have time for that. You should see a command post overlooking the
Okay.
waiting room. You'll have a computer inside and a service door leading into the mine. That computer will allow you to open the service door and cut communications with the lower floor. And the people here won't know what's going on in the training center.
चलो यहीं से घुसने का रास्ता है नहीं नहीं यहाँ से तो ये तो बंद है बाहर जाना पड़ेगा क्या ओके 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 वेंटिलेटर चलो रूप चेंज करेंगे फटाफट इनको दिखना नहीं चाहिए चलो चेंज करो ओके किसी तरह का ऑफिस लग रहा है मेरे को ये लेफ्ट है चलो कैमरा बंद करते हैं सारे के सारे और डोर अनलॉक हो
That
जाएगा
should give you access to their database. Add my name to the list.
Done.
अबे लॉक है ये तो
Looks like we've got a whole lot of new recruits.
Sure, but most of them look too soft to be useful. Well, at least until our medics get to them. They'll be soldiers yet.
अबे कहाँ से घुसने का रास्ता है? चल 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 चल। ओके, यहाँ से घुसने का है। चलो कैमरा बंद करते हैं जल्दी से। कैमरे ऑफ, ओके लॉक हो जाएगा, अनलॉक हो जाएगा। ठीक है, ये है सर्विस लिफ्ट। ठीक है, जल्दी से पहुंचते हैं सर्विस लिफ्ट। अरे गेट है तो काय को। चलो वो फटाफट पहुंचते हैं और नीचे चलते हैं, देखते हैं क्या चल रहा है यहाँ पे ट्रेनिंग सेंटर में। ओके, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग गाइस। मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में, कंटिन्यू रखेंगे अपने मिशन को। तो तब तक के लिए टाटा बाय बाय, सी यू सून, जय हिंद।